What's happening, everyone? Welcome back, and thank you for stopping in here. I hope you are having an awesome day today. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button just down below the video. I would love to have you here. And before you guys head out, if you would, give the video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it when you do. And leave me a comment down below if you have time. I love hearing from you guys. So today we do have a final review of the Oknife Rubato 3. Yes, the 3. There are 3 different versions of this as far as I'm aware of. And this is an OEM by Kaiser. Kaiser does make all of the Oknifes thus far. Before we get started, though, I would like to do a couple shout outs. The first one is Gideon Stuff, GIDEONSSTUFF. I have his YouTube channel linked down below. As always, I have everybody's YouTube channel linked down below that I do watch. He is a newer channel and he is doing a great job over there. I highly recommend heading over there, giving him a follow, and leave him a comment on one of his videos. Let him know that I sent you over. The second one is Said Stevie, just as it's spelled and sounds. He is also linked down below. He is a big teddy bear. He has a great feel for doing content. His whole the way he does his videos, and it's very calming and relaxing watching one of his videos. I've known Stevie for a while. He's a great dude. His content is gotten better and better as time has went on. I highly recommend heading over there, giving him a sub. Tell him I sent you over. If you are subbed to me but not to him, I highly recommend going over there. Check out Said Stevie. Check out Gideon Stuff. They are both great channels. We will jump right into this guy here. And like I said, they are all linked down below. Scroll in the description to the very bottom and they will be down there. I highly recommend all them channels. So we do have the Oknife Rubato 3 OEM by Kaiser. This is a cool little knife right here, guys. If you are familiar with the drop bear, this is very similar in its form. The only thing that is slightly different is the blade shape on this one is more of like your Escort style blade shape. It's more similar to the Escort in my opinion. It's more of a drop point, whereas the drop bear, which I have right here, is more of like a spear point. So, and the drop bear is a little bigger and the Escort is quite a bit bigger, which kinda, I almost, if, number one, I won't buy this knife because of the Oknife right there in big letters. I hate that. I cannot stand it. It drives me nuts. I guess I shouldn't say that. I might end up someday, if these are really cheap, because I love the size. This would be a perfect secondary carry. It's got a perfect blade shape for it. It's a great size. Even with large to extra large hands, you can really, this fits in hand well. You know, I hang off a little bit, but it doesn't bother me one bit because of how that handle is shaped there. And this is like a perfect secondary, you know, maybe just a touch bigger. We can go over some specs real quick, talk about the knife a little bit. We'll get the So this is going to come down around 105 thousandths, which is nice. And we'll just pick one little spot here on the edge. Now this isn't anything concrete, guys. My calipers are coming in right around 17.5. I would guess probably 15 thousandths. Could be even a little better in some places. We'll go ahead and get a weight on this guy. Maybe. There we go. So 2.95. I believe the drop bear was like 3.4. The S-core is coming in at 4.25. Now this is aluminum, 20 CV, quite a bit bigger than the Rubato 3. But I think these would be two awesome carries, like a primary and a secondary. I think they would be awesome together. I'm pondering, I'm thinking about getting a drop bear in the LMAX, which is right up my alley. But we will see as time goes on. I don't have the funds to just get everything I would like to. I wish. So we're coming in right around 2 7/8 of total blade length, 2 3/4 on the cutting edge, and then we got like 6 3/4 for total. So it's a nice little secondary carry. Somebody with like medium sized hands or a female even, this would be a perfect primary carry for someone like that, good size, good materials. You do have this black DLC type coating on a 154 cm blade, which is awesome in my book. 154 cm is a well-rounded steel. There is a reason why $70 knives use it, $150 knives use it, and you know what? $800 knives also use 154 cm. And there's a reason for that. It's because it's been proven, it's well-rounded. So getting this steel for this price, Kaiser, the OEM of Oknife, does 154 cm very well. That is not just my opinion. That is coming from people who sharpen knives, other people who test knives. Kaiser's 154 is outstanding, and I also can back that up. I use a lot of 154 cm. I have a lot of knives in it, and it's a working man steel. It's a great EDC steel. It's just very well rounded. So if you were to like the way this looks, I'm pretty sure you can pick them up for like 70, 80 bucks, I'm guessing. I didn't look, but for that, you're getting 154. You're getting this honeycombed aluminum. This is aluminum here. And then you're getting a nice deep carry clip. You're only going to have just a very small portion sticking out, which will be nice for pulling it in and out of the pocket. And then you do have Kaiser's crossbar lock on here. I can't remember what Oknife is calling it, but it's very similar feeling to Kaiser's normal clutch lock is what Kaiser calls it, and it feels very, very similar, almost identical. So I don't know if this has the adjustments. I didn't take this apart, being as it's a loaner, but and I also didn't beat the hell out of this knife, guys. This is just a short-term review. I've had it for less than a month. It might be going on around that time, but I also didn't get to carry it and use it as much as I would normally like to, and I wouldn't be doing a review this early on to begin with unless it was just a very short-term review. It'd basically be more of an overview, but I have used it to open up some packages to break down some cardboard. Now, I'm not interested in beating the hell out of this edge because I do have to move it along to other reviewers, and I don't want them to get it and then, the edge be trashed. Because not everyone is a sharpener and not everyone has time to sharpen. But I will tell you one thing. Now, the drop bear was used, I'm pretty sure, before I got it. And I don't know how much this was used. I'm guessing not very much. But this came screaming sharp, guys. And it's still that way. Very, very sharp, guys. Kaiser does an excellent job doing their heat treats. They do an excellent job putting an edge on their knives. So this is just a well-rounded budget knife. Had it, this would be like a 10 out of 10 for a knife in this category, in my opinion, had this not been there. If you can imagine this knife without that there, put the 154 cm on the back, this could be a little Benchmade or a little Hogue. And that's how well it feels, which I think that is pretty much the only knock on this knife, in my book, is quit with the billboarding. Like I've said before, I will continue to say that until I'm blue in the face. Quit with the billboarding. It's just, I cannot stand it. Especially when it's right in the middle of the knife like that. It just bothers me to no end. Like, I don't mind a little symbol or emblem or something here close to the scale. That's one thing. But to have a big ass, like here on this MBK, nice subtle on the back of the knife, on the clip side, nothing on the show side, nice and clean. This could pass for a $400 or $500 knife, and it's not. It just looks that way, and this could also be the same thing, and that could go for a ton of knives. Even Kaiser, how theirs looks kind of faded almost, and I think they do that on purpose. If some of their knives, if that wasn't on the front of the show side blade, some of them knives could look so premium, it's ridiculous. But as soon as you see that, most likely that it's a more budget-ended knife. But it is what it is. They're not going to listen to just one person. I think we need to kind of come together as a community and make these companies stop doing that. Some people don't care. And if you're just buying this knife to beat the shit out of it at work, or if you're buying it to be like your main user, then you're not going to care. But if this is something you want to kind of put in your collection and have on like a rotation, in my opinion, I don't want that there. But that's just me. I know there's a lot of other people who feel that way too about the billboarding. And as I said, a little emblem or a little symbol or something like that close to the scale, that's one thing. But I can't deal with it, guys. It bugs me to no end. It bugs me just as much as not having access to the lock bar or liner when you're trying to unlock a knife. It might not bug me quite as much as that, but it's pretty close. But that will wrap it up, guys. I think this is going to be a great little EDC knife. It's comfortable. It's fidgetable if you are interested in that. The sounds are typical of a crossbar lock. So clicky, clacky, tactile, nice little thumb stud knife. At the end of the day, it's a good knife, and it's well done. So you got to give it up to Kaiser and Oknife for putting out a nice higher end budget knife for a good price, and I commend them on continuing to upgrade and get better. It's awesome. The knife world that we live in today, uh, the possibilities are endless. The choices are endless. There's thousands upon thousands of knives under like $150. Like it would take you weeks and weeks to go through all of the knives from all the companies under the $150 mark. If you started adding in 300 and under, you know, it would take you months and months to go through all them knives and look at all of them. And, you know, if they've been made in the last couple of years, they are going to be most likely very well done. Good heat treats, good steels, good handle materials. It's just a great time to be in the knife world. If you're still here, thank you. I appreciate it for hanging out through the whole video. I love you guys, and give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, guys. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you are here and somehow not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. I love you guys. Have a good night, and I will catch you later.